Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. We going to the top. We're going to bring others with us. So please become a part of Notification Squad, Peep Squad. Hit that notification bell, baby. So let's get into it. Let's talk about Keyshia Cole and her mother in the interview, because Keyshia Cole has a talk show. I was like, what's going on with this situation? Why are we talking about you being biracial when we already... I thought we knew who your father was. Isn't this man your father? Didn't you do a DNA test and he is a boxer? His name is Virgil Hunter and he's supposed to be your daddy. I thought that was your daddy. Why are we talking about a fictitious, Italian man? Like, what's going on with that situation? And why you bring your mama out here? Your mama, she could barely even comprehend what was going on. She wasn't moving like she usually moved. It seemed like she was kind of shocked and kind of afraid when the audience was clapping and stuff. I was like, what's going on? Like, Keyshia, don't you know who your daddy is? Don't bring your mama on TV like this. It seems like she didn't even want to talk about the situation when it came to, prostitution and bringing that up. She said, I was a lady of the night. And she goes, I was a prostitute, dude. Isn't that what I said? I was like, oh my goodness, what is going on? But Keyshia Cole has an issue. And the issue is that Keyshia Cole says that she's been going around telling people for years that she was, biracial, and she didn't want to do the Black Girl Magic, Black Girl Rock concert or something like that because, she was biracial, whatever. So I was like, what's going on, Keyshia? What you doing, baby? I thought you already know who your daddy is. I got to keep reiterating that because I thought you knew who your daddy was. But she said, I've been telling my fans for years and I got so much slack for this. I was like, you already know your mama. Your mama been on some things. Your mama's been in the street. She's been down to rock bottom, back up again. She's been all over the place. So therefore, I don't know if I would have believed or ran with anything my mama would have said, knowing her history. And sometimes she can possibly be delusional because of her drug abuse issues and her alcoholism. So therefore her brain might be a little bit foggy, a little bit cloudy, you know what I'm saying? But it was her mama. I don't know why Frankie won't tell Keyshia Cole who her daddy is, but Keyshia Cole did the DNA test. I don't know why she keeps going on with the fictitious story about the Italian man that died, and if he was still alive, he would be 100 years old. I was like, Lord have mercy, what is going on? I was like, Keyshia, you can't be running with everything you hear from your mama when you know clearly she has issues, and your sisters and your brother told you that too, and you have seen it yourself. I was like, why you bring your mama on this show like that? It was not a good look. Keyshia, we got love for you. We got love for Frankie, but Frankie ain't the Frankie that we used to see. Frankie looked like, she's going downer and down and down and down. Like, she can't even comprehend why her makeup was nice, her earrings were nice, like she looked nice. She had a nice little necklace on too as well. But it's just like, come on. It's like she couldn't really understand, and she was like ashamed. And then also it was just like, damn, Keyshia, what you doing? Why you put your mama on Front Street like this? Like, she lied to you. You found who your real father is. Why are we still talking about, your mom lying? Are you trying to show the public and the world that when you have a parent that is addicted to drugs, they will come up with delusions and lie to you and keep lying to you? Because Keyshia brought up that, her mama said, Miss Frankie said that, it's an Italian dude, it's an Italian guy, and I met him when I was, walking the streets late at night or whatever the case is, and he wanted me to stop, and he had a bar and grill, and I went there and I drank with him and all this other stuff. And then the other gentleman that was there that was interviewing Frankie too as well, he was like, so how did you meet him? She was like, didn't I tell you I was the woman of the night? I was a prostitute. I was like, oh Lord have mercy. It's not like it seems like when she has to relive her past, it just brings her down and down. And it also seems like that she will run to some substance that will make her feel good. And I know she came on the show for her daughter, to support her daughter talk show, and basically, to have a topic on there for people to click on, because it did get a lot of views too as well, because people like Frankie. Frankie's entertaining, but Frankie does not look like Frankie. Frankie looks like she's really suffering inside, physically and mentally too as well. And it looks like, the drugs could be eating up her brain, and the alcohol could be eating up her brain basically, and she could be coming through with some dementia. I don't know, but it just seems like she was really like lost. And And so Keyshia Cole was like, I called that bar and grill, I've dialed 411, back in the day, and it didn't exist. I was like, okay, so you hurt and you got pain. But telling your hurt and your pain to someone that is intoxicated, that's really mentally not there, ain't gonna help the situation. Keyshia, get yourself a counselor, baby, or do this off camera, not with your mama, because if your mama haven't told you the truth when you two are one-on-one together, she ain't gonna tell you the truth while she's on the talk show. So it just makes her look like a liar, makes her look bad, and it looks like she's possibly manipulating you. But that is the case. She has, because she wouldn't tell you who your father was. And maybe she just didn't know who your father was, and maybe she came up with this fantasy about this Italian black guy that came through and wanted to rescue her and save her, and he owned a bar and a grill and he paid her good money. Maybe she wanted to latch on to that fantasy, and basically that fantasy happened to interrupt your life because you were searching for your father. But you do have a adopted dad. He's there and he's been good to you. But I could have sworn this dude right here is your daddy, girl. So why are we chastising Frankie? Like, Frankie's sitting there like, I don't know what's going on. Then Frankie basically, Keyshia Cole wants them to get help, wants her to get help, want the family to get help, wants her mother to actually help her brothers and her sister, because her brothers and her sisters, they went through a whole lot more because, they were there with Frankie. And then Frankie talked about her abuse that she seen, that she watched when she was growing up, and she just hurts herself because that's the feeling, to numb the pain of what she saw and what she went through. And then on top of that, all the mistakes that she has made with her children, and she has not got it back together yet. She has not got it right. You can see Neffy and the brothers and sisters, like they all going through some things and they be reacting out here. So it's just a sad situation, and this did not help anything, unless, this interview with Frankie and Keyshia was supposed to help somebody that's going through the same thing or struggling with a parent that does have drug addiction, and lie to them and very deceptive towards them, and then they won't get right. They won't, actually get clean. Like, they ain't ready to get clean. It's like Frankie, I don't know how many times Frankie could hit rock bottom, if she ever even hit rock bottom, because she got Keyshia Cole, and Keyshia Cole says she's gonna always be there for her mama and take care of her and everything like that. So, but the lifestyle that Frankie has lived over the years, she's been up and she's been down, so she hit the bottom. It's nothing else that really can be done, for her when it comes to consequences and pain, because she has something to numb that effect. And then, sometimes you just forget, or you come up with your own fantasy world. So it is what it is with that situation. I was just like, damn, I felt bad for Frankie, and I felt bad for Keyshia, because damn, you're a child and you being lied to who your daddy is. You playing games with me, who my father is, and everything else like that. It's not a joke. Like, it's not a game. And I don't know if Frankie used that as a weapon to basically, because Keyshia always wanted to know who her father is, and she used it as a weapon of something that she had over Keisha's head that Keyshia don't know, and basically she's holding the will. Or she was just too ashamed to say that, I don't know who your father is. I was out there in the streets, but everybody knows that. So it wouldn't be bad if she said, I don't know who your father is. I don't know why she won't say that now, or why didn't she say, Hunter is your daddy? Because then you guys do a DNA test, or maybe Hunter's not Keyshia Cole's daddy. Maybe the DNA test did not come out. Maybe he's not her father. I don't know. But why are they on this situation? It should be like, Frankie, do you want to go to rehab? Frankie, do you want to go to a clinic? Frankie, can we get you checked out with a doctor? Because Frankie hashing her past and things that she's been through is only going to do but bring her closer to a bottle. But at the end of the day, Frankie said that she wants to be whole with her children again. And, it's never too late. It's only too late when you're 6 feet under. So there's always a chance. There's always a chance that Frankie is ready to start fresh and brand new and bring her kids and her family together as one. Peace and out. Much love to all my peeps and my peoples. Peep Squad is in a building, baby. We going to the top, and we're going to bring others with us. I was just like, damn, this is just sad, sad, sad. And Keyshia Cole was also grateful that she's never been abused. She's never been, touched or anything like that. But, she can't speak for her brothers and sisters because they grew up way much worse. And if you see the opportunity that Keyshia Cole had when she was adopted, if her brothers and sister had the same chance, they would probably be a lot different than what they ought what they are now, and they are living through pain. So maybe this show was to help people that are going through this. Maybe you have a mom, that's a parent that's, involved with narcotics and alcoholism, or you have a child, and just looking at their brain set and their mindset, and how they would continue with the same story. But Frankie continued with that story for years, that Keyshia Cole's father was Italian. And so, Keyshia Cole ran with it, but I would have been like, I question that. I don't know. Peace. I'm out. Much love.